Girls that have passion and interest in STEM and leadership are celebrated globally. But aside the celebration, we also try as much as we can to expose these girls to understanding what it actually means to be a leader and what it means to pursue a career in STEM. Then it's girls in STEM and leadership. So STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And you might be wondering why there's so much emphasis about girls in STEM, girls in tech, girls in leadership. It's very obvious that there's a large gap that we need to bridge. What it means is that a lot of young girls and women tend to tilt towards the conventional career path. And there's actually nothing wrong with that. But the reason is because they don't know that there are other options. So just stick to what we know and continue with the trend. And that is when we are here to expose you to what STEM is, what leadership means, how to lead yourself as a young girl, and choose what you want, not because there are no options, but because you know your options and then you choose with understanding and knowledge.
There are new jobs that will be emerging. Today we have things like biotechnology. Between you and the guys that are in the industry, basically there's no gap. When the chips are down, when Auntie Nankia has her problems to deal with, when she has her problems to deal with, when she has her problems to deal with, and I have my issues to deal with, that support system you need inside the hospital. Time after time it will happen.
Accept the fact that she refused to hold it, but you have the right to build your boundaries and exist in them without anybody forcing you to do what. Because she said, could you have switched from physics to accounting? And I told her, accounting is not art. Accounting is social science, so it's still there is a bit of science. Then I began to think of the art that she couldn't have switched to. Yes. Sorry. And I couldn't find it. But the arts are not. We're not unintelligent because we're in the arts.
Yeah.
Because without arts, the STEM cannot even exist. Who designed this your banner? And we're the most confident people. Yes. People in the arts have confidence. People in the arts have confidence. Oh, they say people like the most intelligent. You can't leave confidence for us. People in the arts are also intelligent. So I like to leave with Northeast women in tech that next time we should be STEAM. Science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics.
In type of innovative challenges wherein you come up with challenges and we sit down together, rub minds together, find solutions to it. Then our entrepreneurial development is also something that we do passionately. Here we have the Adamawa startup ecosystem being anchored here in Mentors International. And what do we do there? We get young entrepreneurs coming up and we nurture them, we train them, we position them frankly to compete in the outside world there. And for those that already are into business and we want to scale up their businesses, we provide the enabling environment for them to scale up their businesses. And not just that, we also have group of other support systems. We have the lawyers to support you with your registration processes and other legal terms, and other as well as other professionals. We have our investors also that are also there that can come in various capacity to ensure that the idea that you have, having gone through our think tank group, sitting down with you, nurturing, your proposals and all of that, your documents, ensuring that everything is okay. After nurturing all of that, we have group of investors also that can come up and contribute to your business in diverse forms.
If you innovate something that really solves the problem, it's something that you can develop a career of. It's something that people are going to be interested in. Invest in that product, and you don't have to seek for a job using an idea.
I want us to keep an open mind. I think what the first speaker was talking about, how that we need to challenge status quo and forge out of societal expectations. Is that not so? I think we also learned from Jane who mentioned something like that. So with that being said, I want us to really keep an open mind and just go with me as we learn to the basis of robotics. But
My name is Favor Humphrey. I'm a student at EY Engineer Academy. I attended a seminar for international girls in the ICT Day, where we were taught about who we are, what we expect of ourselves, and we were also given different encouragements and messages from different people. We also learned a lot about robotics, about software engineering, about what we are expected to do as girls. We were also encouraged to do what people downgrade us of. We were also taught and encouraged that we should not just depend on what people say about us. We should come out of the world and we should be great leaders just as we are supposed to be. It should not just be a world of men and boys leading and secluding women and discriminating us. We should come out and we should make hold of our rights. We should be who we are. We should learn and make the world a better place. After that, we are also shown a lot of robots and how they operate, and how women are the ones and how women that are out there, just a few percentage of them do have encouraged and helped in the production of those robots. And that was also an encouragement that we should do what they do. Even as they have mentored us, we can also be like them. And then what I want to become after this seminar is that I want to become a software engineer, so that I will be also programming things